What's up, fellas? We are back with another episode of FPS Live. We're gonna go over my team from the first round, obviously, and as you can see on the screen, I'm pretty happy with that. 81 point bench boost worked 100%, even without Salah and Haaland. My only mistake was captaining Palmer, where I could have done kudos and get way more points. But here's the deal. So I did 3 last moment changes after watching the Tottenham game, again, PSG. So I thought Pedro Porro is a must-have in my team. So I had to downgrade Marmoush in order to get Pedro Porro. And with that, I had to put Van de Ven as well, going the unusual route. I don't think anyone did the double Spurs defense. So I did that. And also I did Reinders since I saw a lot of his some of his goals that he scored for City, and I saw how offensive he gets, so I thought I'll give him a chance in front of Anderson. So that one paid off as well. So as you can see, my plan going forward was pretty simple. Again, I was gonna free hit number 2 and then go game week number 2, and then I'm gonna go with the wild card in 4. So I did double Forest defense, Sels and Nico Williams. If that stupid penalty didn't happen, it would have been a lot of points from those two. I also did double Spurs with Pedro Porro and Van de Ven, 12 points from those two. And I also did double Chelsea defense, Cucurella and Sanchez, and again, 16 points from those two. So definitely happy with that. Now going into round 3, all those 6 players defensively, they're going to have home games, so that will give me a little bit of a headache picking the right 3 in the back and the goalie, but we'll get to that later on or in another episode. And also got Ait Nouri. I predicted that he will score a goal against Wolves. He did not, but I would still take 9 points from him. He got 15 DEFCON points, which is great. So yeah, that's a total of 9. Wirtz and Gakpo, those are my 2. Gakpo was my big differential going for him instead of Salah. So that Gakpo 7 points, Wirtz 2. Reindeers, that's a huge game for him, and definitely I can see him going into a lot of teams. And probably some of you saw that his price already went up to 5.6, and before the game week 2. He might even go up one more time. So if you're gonna bring him in, you should probably keep an eye on the changes and see before he goes 5-7. You can grab him in. Palmer, another disappointing game for him. Put my trust in him, but again, he hasn't scored a goal from open play in the Premier League since January, and for some reason I thought they're gonna get a PK at least and score, but nothing happened. And Kudus. Amazing performance. As I said, he's going to be super motivated playing at his first game at home. I think he was man of the match easily. You can say Richarlison, obviously, because he scored 2 beautiful goals, but Kudus was all over the field, and they could not take the ball away from him. And then in attack, I got Watkins, Bowen, and I got Peru, and they were kind of disappointing. Very disappointing, actually. Watkins did not get a single chance. Aston Villa did not look good for first round. Bowen, also very tough game for him. And then Peru, in the first half, he could have scored 3 goals. And how impressive is Leeds United? So that's one team I would keep an eye on. And now it kind of gives me a headache if I should do a free hit in number 2 in game week 2 because of the fact that Leeds look really good. And on a free hit, I would have gone triple Arsenal for sure, Gyökeres, Saka, and Gabriel. But I'll give it a lot of thinking before the deadline on Friday, and I'll make a decision. So yeah, that will be the game week 1 score: 81 points, 169,000 in the world. That puts me in the top 1 point something percent in the world, which is probably my best start in game week 1. Usually I start pretty slow and then I pick it up later. So yeah, that will be the review for game week 1. And now we're going to talk a little bit about DEFCON points. Is this something that you should think about? You should put a lot of thought in it. Do you pick players that will pick up these 2-pointers? And yeah, it's definitely something that I think about a lot. And I feel like the moment I go on a wild card, the three defenders that I'm going to pick is going to be people that pick up those DEFCON points. So as you can see on the screen, Virgil 21. So that's a huge thing for him. Sobo and even Salah with 10. Then you have Arsenal. A little bit surprised here that Saliba got 14 compared to Gabriel, who got like 6 or 7. And then you have Odegaard and Zubimendi as well, getting the +2 as midfielders. Obviously, you need 12 in order to get those two. Man City, Ait Nouri was all over the field, getting defensive points as well, and Nico Gonzalez. Nobody else from the City squad, I would say, is worth putting into the team. Chelsea, Chalobah with 9. So again, Caicedo is the only Chelsea player that got the +2. None of the defenders got the +2. And I wouldn't even go into Chelsea's defense other than Cucurella because we don't know who the two starting center backs going to be for Chelsea. Reece James, minutes risk again. I can see Gusto coming in, and you never know when he's going to get injured again for Reece James. Hopefully not anytime soon. United, expecting points from United players in this department. Bruno with 11. He only needed one more to get the +2. De Ligt, I think he was phenomenal. I think that was the reason why he was put as a center back, going against Gyökeres, a big dude like him. And I think he did a great job. And Euro, solid again with 11. Tottenham, also none of the defenders were not even close to get 10. That's a concern if you're going to go any Spurs defenders for this for the DEFCON points. So you might just want to stick to, if you feel like they're going to get some clean sheets, then, or like offensive Poro, you can go for that. Aston Villa, again, Konsa with a red card. Obviously, a lot of people had Konsa, so that's disappointing. You got only Cash with 11, and then the midfielders Onana and Kamara with the 14 and 11, so that's a good thing for them. Newcastle, very surprised how they performed in the first game. You would think that the whole situation with Isak will hurt them, but they were probably the better team against Aston Villa. So if you're going to go defensively, I would still go Livramento over Shard Burn, even though they got the +2, but Livramento got the bonus, and he's been seems like the guy that would get you more offensive points than the other two center backs, Shard and Burn. Crystal Palace, another strong defensive display by them. Lacrosse 16, Mitchell 11. If you're going to go Munoz, just hope that he's going to score or assist because he's not going to be getting this DEFCON points. And then you have Everton, the usual, as predicted, Tarkovsky, with the +2 right away. And then other names that we can mention, Tavernier with 20, Adams 19, and Senesi 15. Senesi is one guy that I always liked, and now that the Heisen is gone and Zabarni, I'm gonna keep an eye on him. I think I'm gonna pick him up very soon. And then you have the Brighton guys, Weaver and Baleba, 18 and 11. Van de Berg 14. Defensively, you saw Brentford is nowhere near what they were last year, and because of that, they will be defending a lot. Van den Berg will be picking up those +2s pretty often, I would say. Now going to the Forest defense, something that a lot of people are interested in. Aina was surprisingly the top guy with 12. Milenkovic and Murillo didn't even get to the 10. And then you have Nico Williams, who also didn't get nowhere near the +2, but again, he's offensive. He takes some free kicks and stuff, so you can expect like offensive points from him. And then you have Anderson with 8. Stach leads, again, very offensive, and also they defended in the second half. I feel like fitness was kind of slowly dying on them, so they had to defend. Andre with 15 with the Wolves. Ballard, surprisingly, 14 on top of the goal that he scored for Sunderland. So that's one guy you should keep an eye on. And also Kilman with 9. That was the only West Ham player that got close to the +2. So yeah, that's the DEFCON points. We're going to discuss these in the future again once we get more data going. But for now, we're going to focus on my Game Week 2 plan. So again, as mentioned before, my plan was to go free hit in Game Week 2. But now, after seeing Arsenal, they were not that impressive at all. And also the whole uncertainty with Crystal Palace they'll probably lose Eze in the next few days, and Gehi's on the way out as well, since I don't think he's going to sign a new contract. So I might actually stick to my team for game week 2 based on what I got in 1. I might do, this is pretty tempting because I want to get in Saka in and then get Cunha or Mbemo, and I have the exact amount of money to do that for -4 if I take out Wirtz and Gakpo. And I'm not a fan of Wirtz and Gakpo right now, even though Gakpo scored and he had the highest XG for assists. So maybe I'll just do the -4 and go Saka and Mbemo, and I will captain Saka. I don't think I'll go for Palmer this time, even though you never know when Palmer is going to score 3-4 goals. So it'll be something in the back of my head. So this is the game plan going forward. Sanchez over Sells because I think Crystal Palace will score on Nottingham Forest. I'm going to go with Porro and Kudus as well, both Tottenham guys against City, because I feel like this is a game where Spurs can thrive. They're pretty counter-attacking team, and City always kind of struggle against them. And I can see a counter-attack where Kudus can hurt them, and Pedro Porro sending some decent long ball. I'll go with Cucurella in the back. Definitely a guy for DEFCON points, for bonus points, and I'll go with Ait Nouri because again, he got 15 defensive contribution in the first game, and I feel like he's going to get a lot in this one as well. So Reindeer is going to stay here. He's not going anywhere after that performance. And again, if you're going to get him, make sure you check so he doesn't go another 0.1 up, because he's already up 0.1 from 5.5 to 5.6. And then I'll keep Bowen, I guess, because it's a Friday night game. Anything can happen. And then I'll keep Watkins against that terrible Brentford defense for now. So that's going to be the plan. But again, I'm going to post another video before the deadline, and you will know my decision before Friday if I'm going to go with a free hit or I'm going to play with this team that I have for now. It's pretty exciting if I go free hit, because what I would do is I would have Haaland, Gyökeres, and Mateta, and then I'll have Saka for sure, Palmer. I'll probably have Sarr in there, and in order to get all those good players, offensive good players, I'll have to play a clean sheet on Burnley against Sunderland, which I'm not. I actually think that Burnley is going to get a clean sheet against Sunderland, so I might go with Esteve and Dubravka, double Burnley team. But again, we'll go over this on Friday morning. I'll have a video out. So before that, make sure you like and subscribe to this one, because that's all that matters for me right now, and get some minutes before I can get some money out of YouTube. So, and then I will see you in 2 days. See you soon.